Hi, my name is Joanna, and this video I will talk about how I can be helped when I cannot get out of bed. I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist by training. 20 years ago, I was diagnosed as depressive bipolar, but I've been having depressive and hypomanic episodes for the last 32 years. So since I'm 15. The only information I can bring you has been gained from my own experience and from talking with other depressive people about their struggle. I ask that before you watch this video, you watch the video, what can I do when I cannot get out of bed? This way you will better understand the tips that I am going to leave. So, as I mentioned in that video, it is very important that I continue to feed. And the only thing that I eat is what I have in the fridge, and that is not needed to be cooked. So one thing that you can do is to cook meals and leave them in the freezer. Do not leave them in the fridge. They might get spoiled. Sometimes, for instance, I take more than 2 days to actually react and start really eating something proper. Sometimes it's just a yogurt per day. So it has to be in the freezer. If the person you are helping also eats yogurts, make sure that there is some in the fridge and check the expiration date. If you cook in that person's kitchen, please tidy it up. Don't leave a mess. It happened to me. When you are with a depression, the best thing that you can have is a tidy house, not a messy kitchen. If you are willing, you can even help tidying up the house. Make sure that there is bottles of water or tea near the bedside table, or liquids. If the person doesn't drink water or tea, other liquid the person needs to drink. Please have compassion and communicate with compassion. It's very important. Talking with guidance. Motivational speech may not work. With me, they do not work, not at all. And sometimes it only serves to make both parties become very frustrated and irritated, and the depressive ends up closing himself and then stops communicating. So the gentle words, it's better. You can ask things instead of just saying. For instance, instead of saying you have to go out or you need to distract yourself, why don't you just ask, do you want to go out? Is there anything you want to do? If the person begins to say no to many of those questions, just let them be. Don't judge that person. You also don't need to speak very low voice, whispering. We are not children. We have depression. So kindness, it's the best way. Many times it works well if somebody just sits near me and it doesn't need to say anything. Just in quiet silence, with no guilt or frustration, just a silence of compassion or even love. check if the person has already a recovery action plan. And if the person has it, if it is following it. For example, if there is already an appointment for a therapist, if there isn't, you can offer to schedule it, because I think it's really important in a situation like this. And you can offer to other things, but do not impose yourselves. This could be a very challenging and frustrating situation for everyone that surrounds the depressive, especially when we feel impotent to help. Watching someone that we love suffer, not reacting to our help, can be very frustrating and distressing. It's a time that our own traumas can be triggered by the actions of the person that is with the depression. And it's okay that that happens. And, you know, it's we are all human beings. So consider you ask for help for yourself also. And I said in other videos, help can come in many ways. And so consider yourself getting some support. Depression affects many people. You have the depressive and you have the ones that surround them. And the best way to get over this crisis is as a team. It's not alone. If you have any question or would like to have more details, please write it down in the comments and I will try to address them in future videos. You can also send me an email to bipolarchats2023@gmail.com if you feel more comfortable. I hope I brought useful information, that I helped somehow, and